jogging and running and stuff, man, when I was young. I promise you. It was hurting.
Brothers 365, 4 corners of the earth, we holding camp and going live. We out there in the trenches, yeah, we do it for the people. Bring Israel to repentance, IUIC ain't no equal. We speak the same thing and hold the line like this is Sparta. Haters trying to bring us down, no imperfections in the armor. Perseverance and persistence, we built to go the distance. 800 prophets off in the streets of Memphis, how you miss it? We don't see no competition, we focused on the mission. Order, structure, discipline, everybody play their position. We jointly fit together, yeah, we moving with the muscle. Put our mind to the grind, our time to the hustle, doing work.
So yeah, basically the project is called Open Book, man. And my whole mindset behind it was to, start releasing this music and basically get a different sound, bring a different sound to what Israel is used to hearing. If you probably listen to it, you hear very heavy sample in there. But I did that for purposely to basically bring the soul element back into the music, and I think that's part of what's kind of missing from what I hear in a lot of artists in Israel. And there's not a knock on anybody, but there's just observation I made, and it's more so of something that just personally I like to hear that. So that's one of the things. A lot of I got kind of personal. One of the songs, especially the name of the song Open Book, is self-named the title. So that song is real personal. Just spoke about some things that was going on in my life since I've been in the truth. Also, that's another thing I think that's kind of missing element from the music that we hear in the truth. We speak about everybody partying and stuff at the feast days, and being going to camp and doing what we do. But that personal element I think was missing, and I think that's what the listeners outside of the truth actually need to hear, to see that we're regular people, the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows of what you may go through in the truth and what we overcome in keeping these laws. So yeah, it's not always unicorns and rainbows. So just let the people know you may go through things, but through the strength of the Lord, you can overcome those things. So that's why I really named it Open Book, opening up myself and put some of my personality into it. Got a lot of different songs. The song, I'm gonna run down some of the songs. Kill Shot is one song. I know if you just look at the title, you might think I'm talking about guns and just shooting up the heathen or something, but that's not the process. That's not at all what it's talking about. Kill Shot is basically just killing all the notions about different doctrines and the falsehoods that we've learned. So I just kill the notion and just speak a bunch of truth with truth. So that's what Kill Shot is about. Of course, like Love from the Above has featuring Officer RL. Well, here at IUIC Memphis, Officer 10, and that's just it's self-explanatory, the love that we get from the Most High and just the appreciation about it. That's what that song is going into. My Lord, look at your people, return because we had enough. The mercy that you give, when I was down, you reached and picked me up. Acts 5:31, repentance to the saints, laying treasures up in heaven, call it money in the bank. Love from above, We also got the song, of course, Do the Work. That's what we known for. IUIC is doing the work. We do the work for the Most High. We go out there and try to change the minds of the people. So that song with Officer Gidron Canal, GP the Great, shout out. Through blood, sweat, and tears, we sacrificing the time. We get our work to go to work, then put our life on the line. We don't do this for the vine. We did the application on the corners in the traps, prophesying to the nation. We did that song and just showing, hey. Once again, we regular people, but we do the work of the Most High. We put that first and foremost. That's a primary thing in our lives. What am I missing something? I'm missing something. Her Name Is actually one of my favorite songs on the whole project. It's a love ballad to wisdom. So I kind of pulled my King Solomon. I reached down in here and pulled out some of the King Solomon and put that on that track. Speaking to wisdom as if wisdom is a woman, just like so. It's a lot of Sirach chapter 1, Sirach chapter 4 in there. Of course, Proverbs 8 and 11, James 3 and 17. That's in the song. So, speaking, just trying to be creative and speak to wisdom as if she's a woman, and just make a dope song. Of course, we got the Righteous Behind Bars, that's another one. I'm a miracle in the making. Profit's my occupation. I properly manifested. No. I don't even want to give y'all that one. I think that's one of my most recent ones that I released. Righteous Behind Bars, just basically, you know, just being more and more things, just trying to be artistic with it, you know, bring the element of bars back for rap, but bring it in truth rap, you know. So as many, I just try to hit people with a bunch of just, you know, punchlines, wordplay, metaphors, all in one with that one. It's just going in, you know. I had fun with that track. No. Close your eyes, it's a killing spree. I know the feds watching. Keep my hands clean, Ephesians 5, with the water I'm washing. Dismantling false doctrine, with swordplay, my wordplay. Creep up on you like a thief in the night, like the Lord say. Take the S off of the sword, see, I just let the word stay. Say it with your chest, this ain't checkers, shouts to my gameplay. Yeah. Also, what we got on? Fireflies, it's funny because it's a story behind this song. That song was inspired me from a video. I think we did an expo in Cincinnati, and it was a bunch of little kids started following the camp around as we was walking through the streets and you know, doing our cadences, and the kids were following us. And I think Captain Yadin, IUIC Memphis Captain 100, was talking to the kids, and the kids was like, "We're gonna follow everything y'all do." And it just made me think about how we was as kids when the fireflies would come out. We would run around and chase them, you know. And that's how how it looked to me with the kids. And I was like, it made sense, you know. We the beacons of light within our community, and when the youngsters or when our people see us, you know, they gravitate to it. So that's why I named it Fireflies. And we them guys, we a light in a dark place. We suit up with our boots laced, like fireflies in the country pop up and the kids chase. Of course, it has that. It's another sample, and it has the woman that's singing Fireflies in the hook. So yeah, it was kind of like, it made sense. So that's what we made the GOAT. Top of the world, toast cheers like we made it now. My crown of perfection be vexing these haters how? They see us glossed up, we be shining on the feast days. GOAT is the most recent track that I just dropped. The GOAT is the greatest of all time. It's an acronym, okay? And the GOAT is meant to be a highlight for Israel as a people, you know. We're the greatest of all time. The Most High made us the greatest of all time, made us the people above all nations. And now we just got to get back to that pinnacle of power. So that was just something to uplift the people. I was feeling that way. I heard the track, it gave me that vibe, like, hey, you know, a real joyful feeling. I was like, you know what, I need to do something to uplift the people and put them in a good mood. So the GOAT is that song for me, you know.
Hey, one thing I know about my nation, hey, is we the greatest. Yeah.
To the greatest of all time.
We the greatest of all time. We the greatest. The GOAT. The greatest. The GOAT. The greatest. The GOAT. The greatest of all time. We the greatest. The GOAT. The greatest. The GOAT. The greatest. The GOAT. We the greatest of all time.